So Nuns, the part that the last part for today is you get to ask a question. And when we have different therapists and trainers and different people on here, that this is going to be the format. We're going to talk to you and find out how your world works, and then you get to ask a question, whatever you think is a question, and that's for you. You know.
For me, exactly. Don't
try and figure out what you think the community wants.
No. That's what I'm talking about, because I thought on that the whole week, and I was thinking, I am blessed because Douglas is my brother. He is my best man, and many other different things. He's my family, and I am blessed with that, and the chance of always having the opportunity to ask whatever questions I had in order to improve and to be better at what we do. And I didn't have any questions about the work. I only have one question about me that this week started to pop in my head, and it's about how could you manage to travel and leave your baby at home?
Whew. All right. So just to put it in context, how old is your beautiful little one now?
1 month and a half.
So 6 weeks. So I can only share what I did. When Matt was born, and Matt is 16 now, will be 17 in January. Almost the exact period like where you're at about 4 or 6 weeks, I was given the opportunity to go and travel the world. I'd be traveling for 6 months. I would go on almost the world tour with all these different conferences. And it was like, holy crap, that's amazing. I'm going to be able to take this idea, which wasn't clear yet, and take it and almost have a business within 1 year that is an international and all of that. And everything inside me said, thank you so much. I'll see you in 2 years' time. And they were like, but we can't guarantee you this in 2 years' time. I said, that's okay. My boy has just been born, and I don't want to miss a thing. And I didn't travel internationally for 2 years because I didn't want to miss a thing. And it's a choice. And whatever choice you make, you've got to be good with it. But isn't it amazing how you find excuses to come home? You find ways just so you can spend a little bit more time with this bundle of beautiful joy.
I changed all my schedule in order to be more time at home, and I'm doing it.
Yeah,
I never did it for me.
Yeah, but Nuns, the other thing from my perspective is, and when people want to know what inspired me to then go out in the world and share the message and take it, it was also Matthew. Mm-hmm. It was so many levels of, when I held him for the first time, I realized that I had so much stuff inside of me that still needed work, that if I didn't do it, then he would have to do it one day. He'd have to deal with all the shit that I never dealt with. You know, it's not a religious thing, but it's a concept of, you know, the sins of the father become the sins of the son. And so my thing was, well, I know what I got passed on from my family and my dad and all this work that I'd done that I'd never understood. And I didn't want to do that with Matt. And what's been an amazing part of that process is, so for the first 2 years, I just wanted to be there. And in that time, I do weekend traveling because I'd go do courses around South Africa. But after that, it was almost like, okay, I'm ready. And it was amazing. And the world went, cool, so are we. It's completely different to what I was being offered. And but it was in, you know, it's been a different process. And just like you were saying about, you know, you go through each level of the game, the computer game. It feels like that. It's kind of, as long as you pitch up, as long as you do the work, things happen. And kind of, you know, if the results you get are kind of okay, that's okay too. And if they're friggin' amazing, sometimes getting too many amazing results throws you off balance more than when you're not getting results. When you're not getting results,
Exactly.
you have to take a step back and go, what's happening? What am I doing wrong? What's not? When things are going right, you're just going, yeah, man, and off you go. And so, like, I think that the learning often comes when things are, I get thrown off balance when things are too good, definitely. It's just too easy, and it's just but I think for now, you know, your baby has said, Dad, I'm really glad you built the Be Activated International Training Center, because that means that Doug will have to come to us to run training and you don't have to go to London. and so before you even knew
it's
you were
like
going to be a dad,
build it and they will come.
Yes, the solution.
You see? Build it and they will come, right? No arch.
so yeah, it's what it is. It's another layer of finding things in ourselves, but also finding an inspiration that brings a greater energy to take to where you want to put it. You know, because I think we have to be careful. I've done a lot of programs in lockdown, and everything is about go out and take your message to the world. And sometimes, you know, sometimes when you get inspired, your message isn't for the world. It's for the person next to you. It's your next door neighbor. It's maybe just for you. You don't always have to give it up and share it immediately. And so I think there's a narrative, a rhetoric that I'm hearing that, you know, you must get your message and the world needs it. And the answer is absolutely. But we also have to own our message. You know, who are you, Mr. Nuno, as a husband and as a father? And how do you bring that man differently in the world to your clients, your patients, your business, and our friendship even? You know, and so if you're just on the pushing it out, well, you never get to take that ownership of who am I with these new components that are now like new layers of I'm almost picturing Iron Man as I'm doing this, like new upgrades in your armor that allow you to go out and be a superhero.
Nice. Thank you, Dougie.
Yeah, thank you, Nuns.